Hi everyone. In this video, I'll talk about the sources.list, about an update that has happened. Not sure if it's in the Debian stable, but it's definitely coming to. I'm on Debian unstable, so Trixie, and you might already have it. Or so if you went to your sources.list file and you found that it's no longer there, and for those who don't know what the sources.list file is, it's a place, it's the file that points to a server to update your Debian system. So your Debian system is supposed to get updates, and it's supposed to know where to get the updates from, and that's the file. So if you specify in that file that you want updates from Bookworm, it will get the updates from Bookworm. And if you specify in that file that you want to get from the unstable version, you will get updates from the unstable version. And there has been a migration from the old way things are done, because the old way was where you had a sources.list file. So sources.list, and that file used to be in the directory etc apt. And so if you went to the directory under etc apt, you would have found over there a file named sources.list, and that file used to look something like this, where you have on each line you have a repository, and for every different type of repository you would create a separate line. So for example, you have over here, the top one is your regular packages, your binary packages, and then once below that you have the same thing, only one thing changed. The source that's taking the same from the same repository, it takes the source software as well. And then you have below that, you have security updates, and then you have the source security updates, and then you have the so I'm not sure what's the difference between these two. So this is Bookworm updates, and this is the security updates. Oh, okay. Updates are just probably feature updates, while security is like security patches. And you have, for each of one of these, you have to have two separate lines, one for the regular binaries and one for the sources, for source, whatever that is. Anyway, so you can see how this is kind of repetitive. So they migrated, and instead of leaving the file at the same spot, and they moved it and renamed it. So now you will find that the same file, and it looks different as well. And this is the path. So you have etc apt sources list.d. So sources.list.d, that's a directory, and in that directory you'll find several files, and one of them should be the main file should be debian.sources, and that's where you'll find the same thing that you had previously in the old version. You'll find they call it deb 822 style, and you will have this, instead of separate lines for each of these types of repositories, you will have a paragraph where you specify all types of repositories you want. So you want to have the binaries and the sources as well, right? This is one word, right? And then pointing to the URL, and then the suite, what type of version. If you want Bookworm, you would put here Bookworm or Bookworm updates, or both in this case. And or if you wanted unstable, you would write here unstable, or or just stable. If you bookworm is the same as stable. If you put stable here, you'd get the same thing. Only once bookworm is no longer stable, meaning that the Trixie comes out, or whatever the next version of Debian would be, it will update to the next version automatically. So if you put here stable, it will automatically update to the next version once it comes out, and instead of staying on bookworm. Bookworm means it will always take bookworm updates. So even though the new Debian Trixie comes out, you will still stay on bookworm. So, but this is the recommended way of making it. So that way you don't suddenly find yourself updating your system and getting the new update, and stuff might break. So that's how they do it. And then you say from where you want it, the main, that's the open source software only, and then you specify if you want the non-free as well. Not sure what the enable thing is. Probably just a switch to turn on or off the repository. And then this is the new feature here. That's why they migrated. So you have here a path pointing to a security key. It used to be a security key in the old way as well, but I'm not sure what the difference is. Anyway, this is all. I think I have explained it good enough, and you can see the same so for example, this whole paragraph takes care of these 4 lines. So these 2 and these 2, while this one on the bottom takes care of this one. You would probably be able to do it all in one line, I figure. So instead of having, you might be able, instead of having 2 paragraphs separately, you might be able to just delete this whole thing. Oh no, actually not, because you have different URLs. So this uses the security updates, while this uses just the Debian without the security thing. So you need these 2 separately. Anyway, this is for this video. Hope this helped you out in any sort way or form. Drop a like, subscribe, and we'll see. Have a good day.